Hello and welcome back to Investing for Generations, your channel for high quality stock research for long-term value investor. And today I want to analyze another company out of the home builder sector. A few weeks ago I analyzed already Lennar, another company out of the sector, and today I want to talk about MI Homes. I will give you an overview over the company, over the financials. I will compare it to Lennar, and then I come to a conclusion if MI Homes can be a good long-term value investment. MI Homes right now is traded around $61 with a market capitalization of $1.8 billion, so quite a small company. Also not followed by many analysts that make it even more interesting, and with a very low P/E ratio of 7.4 right now. So MI Homes is a home building company, and here we are on the website of this company, and there you can see what kind of houses you can buy here and can build with this company. And next to that, they also have a lot of financial services around the home building. So overall, very interesting, very good looking houses also. MI Homes is one of the nation's leading home builders in the US. It's founded in 1976 and went public in 1993. It has an annual growth rate of 14% since 2008 and selling in 15 different markets. They also have a strong presence in the markets. They are top 10 in 13 markets, especially in Ohio, Illinois, and also Florida. They are very present. And it seems like the whole housing industry will just grow more and more over time. Here we just have the estimates until 2023, and this looks really good for the companies out of the sector. I also talked about that a little bit in my analysis of Lennar. And of course, all the housing market is driven by the very low mortgage rates, and as long as the mortgage rates are so low, there will be a lot of building. And of course, on the other hand, this is also one of the risks when you invest in this sector. When the rates will go up even just a little bit, then of course there is a kind of a downside. But right now, with all the free money and the very low rates, of course all the housing market is booming. Also a plus with MI Homes is the chairman of the board and CEO, Robert H. Schottenstein, a very, very interesting person with a long history in business. He currently serves on the board of L Brands and come from a very, very rich billionaire family. So for me, it seems like the company with him as a CEO is in very good hands, which is also very important. With this said, just take a look into the financial numbers of MI Homes. And therefore, as always, I go to macrotrends.net and start with the revenue. And the revenue over the last 5 years go from $1.41 billion to currently $3 billion. Quite a nice growth over the last 5 years. The same we see when we look at the earnings per share. The earnings per share over the last 5 years went up from $1.68 to currently $8.23. They're working on net margins of 7.87% right now, and like in the whole business, the net margin is not very high, but overall it's okay. The return on investment with 12.35% is good, not spectacular, but it's okay, at least in the double digits lately. And as I said before, the return on equity is a little bit over 20%, 21.11% right now, which is really good. When we look at the free cash flows, then we see this looks not that good. For quite a while, the free cash flow was negative, and then just lately from 2019 on, they was able to generate positive free cash flows. And then also take a look at the balance sheet. And when we look at the balance sheet, we see we have a debt equity ratio of 0.69 with long-term debt of 0.87 billion or 807 million and $1.6 billion of shareholders' equity. So a very good, very solid balance sheet. And so overall, solid numbers, a good business, a growing business under very good circumstances for the housing market, in very good hands in the management. So overall, a very quality business. And then in the next step, just compare the numbers of Lennar and MI. And we see that MI looks cheaper from a standpoint of price earnings ratio, also price book ratio. On the other hand, Lennar pays a small dividend, and the revenue growth of Lennar was a little bit higher in the last 5 years than with MI. On the other side, MI have a higher growth rate, higher EPS growth rate over the last 5 years, and also a higher return on equity. But Lennar was able to generate a higher net margin over the last few years. So overall, I would say two very solid, two very good companies in an interesting sector, in a growing sector under the current circumstances. And so everything comes down to the price. And when we look at the price, then we see MI looks way undervalued right now with intrinsic value of 81, for me calculated intrinsic value of 81, and a current price of around $61. Overall, around 25% undervalued. And on the other hand, Lennar, with the intrinsic value of 110 and the current price of around 102, it seems like it's also undervalued, but just a little bit, around 7%. And so for me, it seems like MI is the more attractive investment right now. Because of that, I bought yesterday my shares, or 39 shares of MI, for $61.30. And we will see how this will work out, but maybe if the stock price will drop even more, then I will add to my position, because I think the outlook is very good. This seems to me a very good company, very solid company, in very good hands and in very good management. And so we will see how this will work out over the long term. And by the way, if you're new to my channel, here you have an insight to my real money portfolio with all the positions in this portfolio. And you find deeper analyses to all of these companies on my channel. So check this out, and if you like it and if you get any ideas or value out of these videos, please like, subscribe to my channel, ring the notification bell to never miss another video, and then I will give you 1 or 2 videos every week with analyses of interesting value stocks, and also every weekend my insight to my real money portfolio with all the transactions, dividends, and so on. And with this strategy of long-term value investment, I have a performance since the 2nd of December 2019 of over 65%, which is the outperformance to the S&P 500 over the same time span of over 30%. So that's quite impressive, and if you want to be part of this journey, just follow me and subscribe to my channel. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. See you the next time, then with the analysis of another stock. See you then. Take care. Bye bye.